Okay, so just going to do a little bit of an update, if you like, on the bow to crossbow concept. And I've been obviously asked a lot of questions, and I'm not going to be able to address them all, so I'm not going to try to address any. I'm just going to try to make it a little bit, or a bit of a clarification of the bow to crossbow and how that ties in with the hammer throw drills, and then hopefully that'll make things a little bit clearer overall. So just to start with, I've got this stick down here as sort of a reference for a target line, if you like. And what I'm just going to do is discuss how the body's going to move into the bow. And then the thing that most people are having trouble getting from that first sort of series of videos, and I can understand because my explanation wasn't 100% at that stage. So the move into crossbow is more of a it's a result of being in a position where it's necessary to move into that position in order to hit the ball. So just going to really try and get as much detail into getting into the bow position, or the bow movement off the ball, as I can. So I'm just going to do this at first, where I'm just going to focus on the direction of the arms, and then I'll get into how to expand with the spine, etc., to help to support the arms in their motion. So I'll start with my palms basically facing each other here, which is more or less where we want to start with the golf swing. And what I'm going to do is feel that I'm going to just move both arms in on as direct a tangent off the ball as I can, obviously without hitting my body. So that's the feeling I want to create, is directly in. Now there's no rotation in my arms at this point. My palms are still facing each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate both humerus bones counterclockwise, this way. So that would put my left palm up and right palm down. Okay, but then I want both palms down, aiming back. So that needs a little bit of left forearm and left wrist action to achieve that, with both arms working counterclockwise. Okay, so here's both arms working counterclockwise. Here. Okay. So as you can see, the left palm's facing the camera, the right back of the right hand's facing the camera. So now I've got both palms working down, working the shaft and the mass of the club down from the handle. And it's important that we want to feel the handle coming in. We don't want to just turn the head in. Okay, we want to be suppressing the handle, which will act on the rest of the shaft. So it feels like when you get this rotation right here, so your counterclockwise rotation of both arms, but with the left forearm and wrist also working in, which means that way. Okay. So we end up in this position here. So I'm trying to feel like the grip end of the club and the head are working at the same rate. Now obviously the head's moving faster because it's going further, but I want it to feel like it's going the same rate. I don't want to feel the head's quick, and I don't want to overdo the grip moving this way. Okay? I just want it to feel balanced, almost like I'm just shoving the entire club this way. Okay? My personal feel is that I'm just shoving a wall. I'm standing here next to a wall, and I'm just shoving that wall back and building the energy. Now somebody asked me, it was Hydro Daddy on Golfworks, asked me, I'm just crushing the ball with this backswing, and how do I take 10 yards off it? Well, the answer to that is that, along with the resistance in the left side, which I'll get into in a second, along with the resistance in the left side, okay, we don't put as much energy into the takeaway. control my distance with my takeaway. If I want to hit it as hard as I can, then I'm really resisting strongly with the left side. I'm shoving that wall back with everything I've got. Now once I shove that wall back, the rest of the swing becomes a result of that initial move. It's my initial move that sets me in motion, and I just continue in that motion all the way through to the finish. Okay, I'm not going to try and add. Once I've made this move here in off the ball, I'm not going to try and add anything at any stage to try and increase power. I don't need to. All I've got to do is contain and balance that energy. Once I get the energy flowing here, it's about containing it and keeping that club suppressed down because it has an urge to want to fly up. Okay, everybody's swing goes from down to up to down to up. Every single player. Okay, you cannot swing it and not have it come up. All right. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the best swings that I've seen that I like the most are the ones that stay lower, because to me, the lower it stays, the more it's contained. But that's a personal preference of mine. If you want to take the club, on this fashion, if you want to take it in another fashion, you probably don't need this video. So, but if you want to take it on this fashion and let it come up, okay, yeah, you're probably going to maybe generate a little bit more power that way, actually. But I don't know if you'll have quite the same control. So there's the move into bow with the arms, okay, the counterclockwise rotation of both arms. Now that is toward the target. If you down the target line, that's toward the target. Now I'm not trying to turn away from the target, I'm turning toward the target as I shove back. So it's only my left forearm and wrist that are actually aiming away from the target. Everything else is aiming towards the target as I take it back. And it's the same with the left side resistance. My left side is out toward the target, and it's going to hold. It's going to hold the target. It's not going to feel like it's going to come back this way. And now obviously the shoulder, left shoulder, is going to come this way, but it's with the arm turning towards the target, it's not this way. Okay, so when I talk about over rotation, what I guess to classify over rotation in the quickest terms possible, it's too many things turning away and not enough turning towards. Okay, and that's a lot of where the hammer throw stuff comes in, because the hammer throw is a center seeking technique. Okay, they've got two arms, maximum radius, seeking the center all the time. If they get off center, then they lose both maximum radius and they lose their rotational speed. Okay, they can't counterbalance the weight of the hammer if they're not center seeking. Okay, so this is along those lines, a center seeking force. Now with the resistance of the left side, okay, I'm trying to stay in position where I need to be to hit the ball. Okay, so I'm not trying to turn off and then return. Even though my right side and my arms are moving in and will go off the ball, I'm trying to maintain with my spine the position I want to hit from.